and shadows in the darkest maze. Footsteps echo in the empty hall. Mysteries waiting on our call. Bigfoot stomping through the pines. Aliens sending secret signs. EVPs in the dead of night. Ghosts dancing in the pale moonlight. Paranormal for what we bring it to you. Truth behind the veil, gotta pursue you.
All right. It's Saturday.
It's Saturday.
We've been waiting for this day since last Saturday.
We have.
We got Paul coming on tonight.
Yes, sir.
Oh, this is going to be a great show. We've always had
is.
fun when Paul came on, so
Yeah.
we're gonna shoot the shit and have a good time. Hey, Barbara. Hey, Jason, and Nemo, and who else is in here? I already said Jason, Pamela, and everybody else that hasn't said hi in the chat yet. Hello to everyone.
Oscars.
Overly overstoked Oscars. Hello. Hello, everybody. We are glad that you are here.
Oh, yeah. So, like David said, tonight we got Paranormal Paul. Right?
Yes.
Now, I know all y'all know who Paranormal Paul is. Paul Anthony. He's the host of Paranormal Among Us on the and the new YouTube show, The Morning Mix.
Yes, I have watched that. It was really good.
I watched it. I didn't watch it live, but I watched.
Yeah, I didn't get
the
to watch it
replay.
live. Yeah. I'm at
So
work.
that new program covers news, sports, weather, and strange events, current events. It's real good.
Yes.
So what began for Paul in 2023 as curiosity quickly became a full pursuit of the unknown. It led him into abandoned buildings, remote forests, and places most avoid after dark. Now, his investigations have left their mark, scratches from unseen forces. Oh, he got the button. Disembodied voices captured on his recorders, and the discovery of an 18-inch footprint that changed the direction of his work.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so these experiences shaped his storytelling and gave his shows a raw authenticity.
There you go. Spit that.
You know, his audience connected with it. So through both programs, he blends first-hand encounters with honest discussion, inviting listeners to explore one question: what's really out there? So we're going to bring him on, Mr. Paul Anthony.
Hey guys.
How you doing, Paul?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. Doing good.
Doing
And you know,
good.
I can't say authenticity either. It's a hard word.
If I would have heard it first, I could have said it, but
Yeah.
authenticity.
Authenticity.
Just like regularly, I can't say that. And as you're reading it, you can't say regularly.
Regularly.
Yeah.
Nemo says, so it left him into a life of criminal trespass.
Yes, Nemo. That's all I do. I go into haunted locations illegally. Okay, I am echoing. Can you guys hear the echo too?
No.
We can't.
That's crazy because I hear the echo in my headphones. I don't know.
Yeah, you sound perfectly fine over here.
Is your mic USB?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I just got a text. Who wants to?
Bigfoot says
It sounds groovy.
Okay, well, you know. Lots of echo. I don't know what it is. I went. I heard this before. I went out and came back in, and it didn't fix it. So I don't know what it is. Let's see. Can you hear me at all?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your volume on your computer set at?
See, I don't have the volume coming through the speakers on my computer at all. It's all coming straight through my headphones, which is even more bizarre.
Yeah, that is weird.
Output is the microphone, input is the microphone. And I've never changed those settings.
Is it the same on StreamYard?
Yeah.
How about on your computer?
He said, wait, is your mic set to your mic or from your computer?
The microphone is set to my microphone. Let's see here.
Yeah, it could be the camera microphone too, picking it up. Or are you using
that can you hear an echo now? Echo now?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that sounds terrible. Terrible.
Yep.
Okay, what about now?
Nope. You sound good.
Well, two sources open. No, I only have one source. Well, unless. Well, no, because this was doing this before. I put the link for it to stream on my show too, on my channel.
Right.
Probably CIA.
CIA.
That's right.
We'll go with CIA.
How does this sound? No. I still hear the echo when I'm coming. It doesn't matter if it's. I don't have anything open on my phone.
That's weird.
I don't know what this could be. The only thing I have open on my phone is my music app, and that has nothing to do with this.
No.
Well.
Can you go into StreamYard settings?
Yep.
They got an echo cancellation button in there.
That's 1, 2, 3. So I have it check marked,
Oh.
and it's louder.
It sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds like a spaceship.
Sounds good to us.
Hey everybody, how's Paul sound?
Test 1, 2, 3. So with echo cancellation on, it's louder.
And
Now I just turned the
hearing
echo cancellation off. And the echo is quieter, but it's still there. Do I have auto tune? No.
He's auto-tuning his voice.
Do I have a twin?
Yes.
No, but my dad's a twin. He still echoes. I have no idea what's going on with this thing.
What's weird is that we're not hearing it over here.
Yeah.
CIA.
I'm still thinking CIA.
Yeah. If you only knew the power.
If you only knew the power of the dark side. Oh.
I have no idea what's going on with this. I have nothing at all changed. I mean, if you guys want, blame it on autocorrect. If you want, send me the link again. I'll get out and come back in and see if that happens.
Okay.
We can do that if you want to.
All right.
I'll send it. I'll send it through a messenger.
Okay. All right.
All right. Just give us a few minutes and we're going to, David, talk while I do this.
So,
Tell them about our upcoming guest here.
we've got some upcoming guests. Look, it's just coming across the fax line. So, February 28th. It must be a Saturday because it's 8 p.m. Blondes and Booze is coming on.
Yes, it's all on Saturdays.
So, we're going to have Blondes and Booze on. It's going to be fun. And then February 21st at 9 p.m. So we're going to do a little late show.
Yeah, he's got to put his kids to bed.
Oh, that's right. So Kevin Lestarge is coming on to talk to us about Bigfoot. He's going to talk to us about the big guy. And Dr. Christopher Macklin. This will be his third time on our show. And he is going to be talking to us on March 7th about the mysteries of Greenland.
No, Oscar, it's not blondes and boobs. It's
Yeah,
it could
booze.
be blondes and boobs, but
It's booze.
booze, BOO.
Kind of like boo, I guess. Yeah.
Uh-oh, we're freezing.
Are we?
I feel pretty warm. What's up, Roy?
Is this just going to be one of those nights
I guess.
where everything's going to go wrong?
Hello. Hello. All right, we got Paul back here.
Are we still freezing? That's what I want to know.
Oh, those guys have a roadcaster board. Yeah, we do.
Yes, we do have a roadcaster.
All right, Paul.
I
Who
think I
says that?
fixed it.
Paranormal portal.
Do you still hear the echo? Damn it.
We do not.
Still hear it. I didn't hear it when I was backstage and when I was coming on. So there's something going. There's some setting that's wonky. But the weird thing is, you guys aren't echoing.
Well, let me try something.
I have no idea what it is.
You still echoing?
Am I echoing?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I didn't hear an echo there.
Aha.
We might have fixed it.
Yep. There you go.
Okay.
We just turned the echo cancellation off on our side.
Okay. Okay.
Crisis averted.
Hi guys.
Hey, man.
How you doing?
Oh wait.
So
no,
we're going to start the show now.
I hope we're not spazzing out like people said we was a second ago.
Yeah, freezing
That's
up.
weird.
The show is wonky.
You know, the last couple shows that I've done, a lot of weird things happened. So I blame it on weird stuff here. I don't know.
Hey, you do a paranormal show and weird stuff is bound to happen sooner or later.
Exactly.
This is bound to
100%.
happen.
It is.
100%.
But we're glad you're here.
Yes.
I am too. Thank you very much.
For coming in and coming on the show, and been looking forward to this.
Oh, yeah.
Me too.
Yes. So, you have anything new happen?
Not in a while. I don't remember what the last time we talked was. It was before September, I think.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
So then, yes, I did have some fun, different things happen lately. 'Cause really, the last time I was investigating was right after the conference in September. So yes.
Oh, well, we are all ears.
Okay.
I definitely want to hear some of your stories.
Let's blend your firsthand encounters with discussion.
Okay. Okay. So back in September, we had a conference out in Richmond, Missouri, which is out near Kansas City. And after the conference, we did a ghost hunt. It was right next door. The place where the conference was held, was Eagleton Conference Center, I think it was, and that's right next door to Ray County Museum, which is a place that we go a lot to investigate, and it's a really cool place. Kathy is the curator there, and she is incredible. I give her a hard time every time I go there, saying that the St. Louis Art Museum is my favorite museum. But anyway, it's a great museum. It's haunted. There's like 56 rooms. That's where I first got scratched. It's a great place. So after the conference, we went there, and I've always wanted to go through an investigation with a medium. And I had my medium with me, Jilly Maria. She comes on my show a lot and does readings for the audience and stuff. And I think she's fantastic. She's spot on almost all the time. So I had her going with me, and we started out in a Black History room. And while we were in there, Natalie Smearman was with us. She's my co-host on my Tuesday night show. they both saw this little girl comes in, and she was showing off her dress. She was spinning around, dancing a lot, and just having a great time, and just all excited to see us come in here. And both Natalie and Jilly can see this little girl. I can't remember what her name is. And then, it's a lot of stuff happened, and it's really weird. If you ever get a chance to go through a haunted building or anything with a medium or anybody who's sensitive, you're walking down a hallway. I'm filming her. She's walking, and all of a sudden she stops, turns, faces a wall, and says, "Oh, hi, what's your name?" "My name's Jilly." And she's just talking to the wall. But it just blew my mind. But we had a lot of encounters. She had an extremely personal encounter that she had in one of the rooms. Her grandparents came through to her, and it was just an amazing encounter. I didn't film it because it was way too private to do. I didn't want to exploit that or anything. So that's her moment. She had it. And it was just an amazing thing that her grandparents came through and said everything is good. They're good and everything, and they're with her all the time. And then a couple places that we went in there, down in the basement, there was a slave that was chained to the basement floor in one of the rooms down there, and I don't know if this guy came through or something really nasty came through. But we were downstairs. It was me, Natalie, Jilly, and some other lady. I don't know who that was, so I apologize. I don't know who it was. Somebody's friend. But she was hiding behind me. I don't know why she'd hide behind me, because I was just as scared. There was a really nasty entity in the doorway trying to get in, and Jilly's in the middle of the basement in the room, trying to read the room and everything, and she's talking with some of the spirits that are in there, and Natalie is back by the doorway, and I hear her. So I imagine she's facing a doorway with an open door, yelling, "No, you can't come in here. You stay out there. You stay," like she was talking to a little kid or something. "You stay out there." It was really, really interesting. So the whole night, we just had really interesting things. Nothing really terrible happened. I don't think we caught any audio or anything. We were in. You guys had Greg Ogles on. Everybody knows who Mr. Moist is. We were in the Desert Storm room. All kinds of artifacts from Desert Storm, that unfortunate incident out there, and he comes in the hallway or in the room, and he says, "I think I was scratched." His back was burning or something. So he lifts up the back of his shirt, and he's got claw marks all going down his back. It wasn't just 3. It was all kinds of different areas where he was scratched. So we come to find out that in one of the hallways, he was making fun of one of the girls, like we all know Greg does. And one of the spirits, I think it might have been up, there was a schoolroom up there, and one of the teachers or somebody up there didn't really care for that, or I can't remember what room that he was near. It might have been the kitchen. I don't know. But I don't think they cared for it, and they got him and let him know that they didn't care for it. So he had scratches all over his back. We went back to the room. So Ray County Museum is shaped in a Y. Yeah, like a Y. There's 2 stories plus a basement. And 3 of the 4 hallways are absolutely fine. You don't feel anything when you walk down the hallway. The top floor on the left, when you go down that hallway, the second you cross over that threshold, Tammy, I think, was that you, Tammy? I don't know if that was you.
Tammy's saying she was there that
Tammy
night.
Dunn was there that night. I don't remember if that was you that was with us in the basement or not when Natalie was yelling at the spirits. But anyway, we went back up into the rooms, up in that hallway. The second you cross over into that hallway, there's a little threshold there. never mind that it's lined with mannequins that are freaking scary. But no, she wasn't with us in the bathroom. Our bathroom, basement. I hope you weren't with us in the bathroom.
Why, hello.
How did you get in here? So we went back into the room. There's like a Indian artifact room. There's a Civil War room. There's another room off to the side. Yeah, I know, Tammy. Every time I talk, who knows what's going to come out. There's like 3 rooms that are right there that are all kind of almost connected. Bigfoot face, urinal squirrel. Anyway,
That's funny.
you guys need to have Bigfoot Fades on your show
Yes.
and have her talk about the urinal. Nothing funnier than a woman talking about a haunted urinal. So anyway, we're down this hall, and in the Civil War room was the first time I was at Ray County. That's where I got scratched. And we were back in that room, and Julie was talking to some spirit. I can't remember what his name was. He said his name, but I can't remember what it was. He's the spirit that was in there. And at the time the night that I got scratched, this spirit, whatever his name is, he likes to open and close little cabinet doors. There's a little hutch or something there that had little small doors and stuff. And I had them opened, and I kept saying, I'd like for you to close that door. And on a spirit box, on the spirit box, we kept getting no, get out, no. And I'm like, no, we want to stay here and watch you close that door. There's 3 people in the room. One guy that was kind of standing off to my right saw behind me that there was a white mist, and then I felt something weird on my right side, and then I looked down and I was scratched. So fast forward to this last time we were there. We went back in that room. Like I said, I don't remember the spirit's name. And I asked, were you the one that scratched me? And we waited a second, and Julie said, yes. And then there was a laugh. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry that, I didn't mean to invade your space or whatever. So I didn't get scratched that night. So I guess all was fine. But really nothing major happened that night. Didn't see any shadow figures or anything that I can think of off the top of my head.
Did you run any EVP or anything like that?
Yeah. Did we? No, I don't think we did. We had, I had Jilly there. So, I mean, that was my EVP detector right there. But actually, no, a kind of a funny story. The last couple times before this, there's a kitchen there. And there was a spirit of a lady that didn't like men in her kitchen. And, it said that she would scratch them or just be mean to them or whatever. So I went, the 4 of us, at least 3 of us, I don't know if that other gal was with us or not, but we all 4 went into the kitchen and we introduced ourselves, and, we're asking if this was the spirit of the lady that doesn't like men in there. And she said, no, that was my sister. I kicked her out because she was a bitch. I think that's what she said. So, we laughed, and it turns out this gal that we were talking to, her name was Mabel. She was making pies or some kind of pies. And, we ended up having a long discussion about pies. And, for a second or two, you could actually smell sweet pie. And I'm like, I'm going to love coming back here. So I made a friend in Mabel. So, she was fine. And it was really neat. Every time we were talking with a spirit through Jilly, it would always say, okay, I'm done now. You can go. And, we'd leave. So it would tell us when we're done talking to him. So that was interesting. Pretty, eventful night. What kind of pies? I think she said she was making an apple pie, either an apple or a peach pie.
Mm-mm. Either one. I'll take
Either one. I'll take it.
With a little vanilla ice cream on it.
Yes, gotta be vanilla ice cream.
Yes, definitely.
They gotta be
a whole
hot.
lot of Cool Whip.
Yes.
But I mean, Mabel was a very nice spirit in there, and if anybody gets to go to the Ray County Museum out in Richmond, Missouri, make sure you go into the kitchen, which is right off the main office, and ask for Mabel. Ask for a spirit named Mabel. She'll make you a pie. But then after that, after the conference and stuff, we drove back to St. Louis, a bunch of us, and we went to Marthasville. There's a place there called Emmaus Asylum. And we've done a few investigations there. We've had some interesting results there. We've seen lights in the trees, white lights in the trees that, I mean, were up really high in the tree that, couldn't have been a road. I know there's a road back behind there. There's some woods back there and a cemetery up a hill. But these lights, it was just a single light here and there and stuff. And this was before. So we rented an Airbnb, which is across the street from Emmaus. You can see the asylum from across the road. So it was me, Natalie, Brian Bowden, Greg Ogles, Krista from Blondes and Booze. Brandy was there for a little bit. I don't know if I said BMR was there. I think that was it. But Krista and Brian stayed back at the Airbnb, and I think Brandy stayed there too. And me, Natalie, Greg, and Rob all went across the street to investigate a little bit. So we walked through. There was a room upstairs in the nurses' quarters. Do you want me to tell the story about who died there?
Yeah.
Some people don't like hearing that. I mean, there's many stories of tuberculosis and stuff there, and a lot of bad stuff happened in the asylum part of the buildings. But over in the nurses' quarters, the story goes that a nurse, I believe her name was Nurse Marie. Yeah, I think it's Nurse Marie. She was giving a patient a hydro bath or something like that, and she slipped, fell in, and scalded herself to death in the bathtub.
Wow.
So, and I a while back, not this time, but a while back, I sat in that tub for like an hour. Nothing really happened. It just, I heard a few knocks and, nothing really nasty happened. So, but anyway, that night in September, we were walking through the top floor on this nurse's quarters, and we thought we heard something really weird. And Natalie went in one of the rooms. She said, "Let me go in by myself. And then you guys, if something happens, you guys can come in." So she went in and she hears this weird scratching in the walls. And she kind of pokes around in there. And then she starts hearing like a growl or something in there. A cat jumps out of the woodwork or something in there. It was a stray cat or something. And she jumped out. And then the cat ended up following us to room and everything.
Wow.
So the building we're at is kind of an important note here. The building that we're at faces the road, which faces the Airbnb, and Brian and Krista and maybe Brandy were sitting in front of our Airbnb. So remember that. Mm-hmm. So we looked around in that building, really nothing much going on. So then we went back to the other building, which had the operating room, which leads out to the woods and everything. This is also the place where Krista had her caught a recording of what we think is a dog man. So we didn't hear that right then. So we went back, walked through the other building. We were using dowsing rods for the first time. We had some pretty good responses with those crossing and moving and stuff. So that was pretty cool.
What do you think about getting to use those?
Huh?
What do you think about getting to use the dowsing rods? Because that's part of our tools, that we use while doing stuff.
I mean, as long as you're careful where you stand when you use them, no water pipes or things like that. But I
Right.
mean, it seemed to work really good. I mean, I bought mine last Christmas or something, and this was the first time I was using them, and it answered our questions and stuff, crossing and stuff. It seemed to really work well. So, I mean, that's definitely going to be, used again next time I go someplace, which will be this March, I think. But, we had that with the dowsing rods. Cat balls went off here and there, nothing really spectacular. There's a guy there, I can't remember fat. It's not. They keep saying fat something. I kept thinking it was Fat Albert, but it wasn't Fat Albert.
Hey.
It was some patient that was there that they had chained to one of the bathrooms. And we
Wow.
were trying to get stuff there, but we didn't get anything really outside of the dowsing rods moving and stuff. So, I mean, that's pretty cool there. But we went down to one of the administration buildings in the basement. Is really there's said to be some negative stuff down there, and you kind of feel it when you walk in the basement down there. So we walked in one of the rooms. It's a big, huge, empty room, all kinds of concrete and I guess limestone and stuff in there. So we're each taking turn. Actually, no, BMR was doing the dowsing rods. I think this was his first investigation that he did, and he's doing the dowsing rods. I'm filming him. Greg's filming him, and Natalie is asking questions, or I don't know what I think she was just asking questions or whatever. So all of a sudden, clear as day, we heard a growl behind us. And I looked at Natalie, she looked at me, we looked at Greg's because Greg's stomach was growling. And every time you go on investigations, if you stomach growl, that was my stomach. Oh,
Yeah.
yep, that was me. I farted. Stuff like that.
That smells mine.
Yeah.
Clavin smells too, huh?
Yeah. Sorry. But we all looking around like, who was that? That wasn't any of us. I mean, it was. We have it on film too, clear as day. It was a growl. It was a long growl. So we kind of got out of there pretty quick after that. So I think we were over there for a couple hours, 3 maybe, I don't know. Yeah, it wasn't Greg's stomach fades. It was an actual growl. So we get back across the street. We're talking with Brian and Krista, and they were saying, how long were you guys up in that? Then they pointed to the room that we were in. It has a big red light in there. That's how we knew it was there. How long were you guys up in that room? Well, maybe 15 minutes, and it was about 2 hours ago or so. Oh, we've been seeing movement, something walking back and forth in that room all night. So there's something in that room. It just didn't come out when we were up there. So we were sitting outside. We had a few beers. We were drinking, talking, laughing. Stories that were just absolutely hilarious. And I shouldn't have even brought it up because I don't know if he would want me to even share it. But anyway, I'll tell you guys about
we're
that.
in a
off
sharing
air.
mood.
I'll tell you about that off air. So all of a sudden, we're seeing these white lights in the trees behind the asylum, and we're hearing. So off to the right, looking at the thing off to the right. I think Coley's here. Hi, Coley. Off to the right, we hear. There's like squatters that are living down there in old buses and stuff down to the right. So and it's kind of shaped almost like in a bowl or a valley type thing. And there was Civil War battles there.
Wow.
So there's all kinds of weird energy there. And whenever we tell people about Emmaus, we there's, ghosts, obviously, with the asylum and the nurses' quarters, all that stuff is haunted. There's cryptid activity. Krista, there's a road that rides by there that Krista is named Bigfoot. No, not Bigfoot, Dogman Road. And they're seeing a lot of UFO activity out there as well. One time I was standing out there and there's this light. It started looking like it was an airplane kind of coming at you from like far away, and it kept getting brighter and brighter, and then it stopped, and then all of a sudden it was gone. And that was the first time I've actually ever seen anything like that.
Whoa.
So, and a couple times I've heard stories of people, 20 weird lights in the sky at night. And, it's just a bizarre place. I don't want to say it's like the Skinwalker Ranch of Missouri or something like that, but it's got something for everybody.
That's
So anyway, we're sitting in the driveway talking, kind of looking at Emmaus, and we see these lights, and we keep hearing barking or howling or weird noises coming from the forest. And, I don't know if it was dogs that these squatters had or if they were building something or what, but it sounded a little bit meaner than a dog would. A dog would sound, not a dogwood tree, like a dog would sound. And it wasn't like somebody was hammering. You would hear like that, or even spaced out further. Yeah. So we're like, I don't know what that was. And, Brian, he's a remote viewer, and he's like, man, that's a Bigfoot or something. That's definitely not a dog or whatever. And I'm like, I don't know. We never saw anything. And actually, backing up again, I had him on a show one night. And right after the show, I was going to go out to Emmaus. It's like an hour away from me. Krista and a team that I used to belong to, we all used to belong to, we're all out there. So I told them, I have a show on Saturday. That was when I used to do shows on Saturday. And now I didn't want to compete with you guys anymore. I wanted to have you guys on my show, and be able to come on here. Anyway, so after my show, I went out there, and I had Brian Bowden on, and he's a psychic remote viewer, and he said he's seeing. He described it. He's never been there. At the time of this interview, he had never been there. He's seeing a big smokestack and a building, and he's seeing a black figure and a Bigfoot running around out there. So I'm like, okay. So I end the show. I get out there, and I told Krista what was going on, and Brian calls us on Krista's phone or something, and he's like, "You see that figure down there?" He was on a phone. It wasn't on StreamYard, on YouTube, on FaceTime, or anything. It was just an audio call. Mm-hmm. You see, if you look down at that building down there, you'll see a black shadow walking out of the woods. That's a Bigfoot right there. And we look up. We kind of look at each other like, "What?" We look down there, and there was a black figure down in right outside the wood line there. Wow. So how he is able to see that just amazes me.
That is amazing.
Yeah. But so we finished talking, and we kept seeing the white lights in the trees and stuff all night, and we go to bed, and then the next morning everybody was leaving, but Natalie wanted to, before we left, I had to take her to the airport, so she wanted to go across the street and kind of do a little filming and stuff. So I let her do her stuff there. I stayed kind of close to the Airbnb and stuff, so I was still hearing weird knocking in the woods. So I recorded it, and it was just still weird knocking. So she finished her stuff, and then we met back up, and then we started kind of walking back by the tree line. And I happened to look down, and I said, "Oh, there's an egg on the ground. Why is there an egg on the ground?" And then I started looking a little bit further, And I'm like, I had never gone squatching before. This is all brand new to me, and she has. And we walked a little bit further, got right up to the tree line. I'm like, what's that on the ground? That looks like something weird. And she said, that's a footprint. And I measured it. I have an app on my phone that measures, and I measured 18 and a half inches. And
Wow.
she put her foot next to it, and I took a picture of it. And holy cow, that was maybe 20 yards from the Airbnb that we were staying the night at.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
So that's like it was close to you then.
yeah, and it looked relatively fresh. I mean, it was muddy that night. I don't think it had rained for a while, but I mean, it was soft at least, and it was there, and you can clearly. I can. I don't know if I've sent you this picture. I'll have to. Let me look and see if I have it. But I took a picture of it with her foot next to it for scale and stuff. But where are you? But yeah, it was just incredible seeing that. And ever since then, I can't find the picture. Ever since then, I've just been all in on the Bigfoot thing and everything. I'm just.
So I got a question. Was there just one print?
I just dripped.
That's all right.
Now I can see.
We all have that problem sometimes.
What is that? The airplane? I got a drinking problem. No, yes, there was a second print, but it wasn't as defined as the other one. You could tell it was something, but you couldn't make out the toes and the heel as well as this other one that I had that we found. And I really need to find that one. But
Yeah, I'd like to see it.
You know where Jason was going with that.
Yeah,
He was going to ask you if there was only one, do you think it just disappeared?
I don't know. So we kind of looked at it, and the less defined one looked like a left foot. Oh no! They both look like the same foot, as in like both right feet. Do I have it in there? No. Oh wait, I know where to find it. You know what? I'm gonna look on my phone. But anyway, I'll keep going and try and talk while I'm doing this. It looked like, because we went back and we were measuring it, and it looked about the same size, but we couldn't quite tell if it was one left foot and one right foot. When I find the one, you can definitely tell that it's one or the other. But I should be prepared. Show prep is a really good thing to do. Here they are. I found it. All right.
That's all right.
I don't have my glasses either. Okay, that's it. Okay, so I'm going to select it. I'm going to airdrop it. You want me to send it to you, or want me to share it on my side?
go ahead and
You
share
can
it.
share it, yeah.
Okay. It's going on there. Is it going? Okay. There it is. Okay. It's going. This is exciting TV. Hearing people talking like this.
Well, that's the fun thing about live.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You get to feel the dead time with, well, no. It's coming. I promise it'll be here. Just no.
And I have a hard time chewing gum and walking at the same time. So I transferred it to my computer. Now I got to find it on this program here. Aha. Can't hide from me. Okay. So let me share my screen. I have the first picture. Okay, I did that already. So there it is. Okay, hit share. Okay, so if you will.
There it is.
Jilly, we were just talking about you. I mentioned you several times, and there you are.
Is that like Beetlejuice?
Yeah. Dario from Italy. How you doing, Dario? Did you get it?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out here. That ain't it.
Julia,
That ain't it.
where'd I go? Julia was telling everybody how inaccurate your readings are always.
There you go.
I mean,
There we
it
go.
is. I'm kidding, Julie. So that's the one print that you couldn't really see too well. And let me get my cursor over here. I think this is the big toe right in here. But I mean,
Okay.
it's definitely a big indentation right
Yes.
here, and it's definitely bigger. Those are my little feet. It's definitely bigger than my feet. I think this might have been the egg that I saw.
That is weird.
Yeah. So now, hey, look at all my little pictures that I saw. Hey, look at this one. That's my mom and dad and my son when he was young, and both my mom and dad are passed away. So anyway, I don't know why I did that. So this is the other one. This is the one that we can see real well.
Yeah, that
So
you can see that.
yeah, that's Natalie's foot. You can see the heel right here. The toes are up here. I think would this be the big toe up here? Oh wait, I'm pointing at the wrong one. Oh, this would be the big toe up here, I think. So,
Yeah.
and this one was just a little bit behind it. No, this one was just in front of the other one that I showed. So this looks like it might have been a right foot with the toes here, and the little smaller toes are down here. So both of them were probably right foot. So unless they're two different ones, I don't know. But this
So,
go ahead.
do you know how far apart they were?
Probably about 6 feet. They weren't terribly far apart.
So maybe about a 3-foot gate if they're right,
Yeah.
left, right, then voila, you got both
Yeah.
right feet.
It was a bigger gate than mine for sure. But definitely this is definitely a right foot.
Most people's gates are, I think, typically somewhere around 16, 18 inches.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, that's pretty big.
Yeah. And, I was in shorts. We didn't really bring gear to get in the woods and stuff, so we didn't go traipsing into the woods. We kind of looked around in there, standing on the edge. I got my camera out, and we didn't really see anything, any structures or anything that stood out to us. But the knocking sound was just crazy. Yeah, I mean, and it didn't sound like when you would hammer something in. It was boom, boom. Because somebody mentioned that since it's a bowl, things would echo from different locations,
Right.
and it could have been that the people that were living by Emmaus, they might have been building something, but
Then it echoed.
yeah, and then it echoed, and I'm thinking, yeah, it could have been, but I don't know anybody that hammers
No.
and then waits a few seconds and stuff.
The
So
world's
that's the only thing
slowest hammer.
right. I mean, that's the only thing that would make sense to me, unless it was a huge sledgehammer that they were boom, boom,
Right.
boom. I just thought of that, but I don't know. I don't know with that. So,
That's pretty interesting.
But
Could
yeah,
you tell if it was metal or wood or just a boom?
you know what? If I can find it, I can probably put it on here because I know it's on my phone. It's
Might have been that portal opening up.
Okay.
Jason's trying to find that portal.
I mean, it could have been.
What do you think about portals?
I definitely think that they're there. A lot of people that I know and trust know about them and think that they're there. So I believe him. Um, it would explain a whole lot of how these beings get from one place to another so quickly, and how they disappear so quickly. Um, it could explain a whole lot of the missing 411 and everything. I mean, what else could make metal sounds in the middle of nowhere in the woods? You know,
Right. Yes.
so that's kind of one thing that, and that's, well, yeah, this is it. I mean, that's one thing that, I'm like, yeah, it makes a lot of sense to me. So yeah, that's where I stand on it. I believe that they're there. Some people that I know and trust have seen them opening up and stuff. So,
Right.
you know,
Yeah, I think our last show or our Thursday show when we was talking about the Men in Black and stuff like that, we kind of hit on that same subject too about portals and maybe how a lot of this stuff that we talk about separately might actually be closer to the same as than what we really think that it is. Maybe they're all using the same doorways or whatever it is,
so now my question to you guys. Oh, here's that video. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
So that field right there that I just panned across was Civil War battlefield.
So
Back that way to the left is where we found the print.
do you think, just hearing what you said, I got this weird feeling almost, and I'm not psychic by any means, but when you said that, I almost got the sensation of like a cannon, boom, boom,
Okay. Yeah.
boom.
As you were saying that's what I was thinking, and that make sense.
So I don't know,
Yeah.
but I
So
mean,
that isn't the video that had the knocking on it. Hang on. Again, show prep is very, very huge. Oh,
yeah,
it's this
that's sometimes we get caught too. So
one. Okay. We'll
oh,
try this again. And yeah, Fades, that behind that little outhouse thing, that looked really spooky. Okay. Let's try this one more time. I'm gonna have all kinds of different stuff on my computer. Then what are these?
where'd this come from?
Okay. Stop sharing. Oh, well, you know what? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I talk to myself a lot.
That's all right. That's the best conversation you'll ever have, usually, probably.
Okay.
You'll at least know you will agree with yourself.
Right. Well, not all the time.
That's different when you have arguments with yourself. No. I said no.
I just don't want to start fighting and punching myself. Hey, JoJo.
I do that in my sleep.
I know your wife was talking to me about that.
Yeah, today.
Yep.
I mean, last night or night before last, I was just killing somebody, I reckon.
Bigfoot Fades, Paul versus Paul.
Mm-hmm. No, it's not this one either. Well, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Let's see
Uh-oh.
here. I'll get us back. Don't worry.
And then it went black.
There we are.
One of the
Fade
videos, I mean, I can keep doing this all night and I probably still won't get the right one. It has the knocking on there. And, you know, now that you mentioned that, now I'm thinking, hey, you know what? That could very well be a musket or a cannon firing.
Yep.
So
And then in that bowl, you know, it will have that sound.
that echo. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, we went to pick up the cameras we bought this morning. The huge dinosaur cameras.
Hold on, let's see. I can use both cameras here.
Yeah, they're like studio 1985.
Wow.
Anyway, we decided to go on down to Chickamauga battlefield.
Get some footage while we were down there.
You guys
So
posted
I'm-
something on Facebook, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yep.
we did.
Okay. I saw part of it. I was busy today and I just saw that and I go, I need to watch that.
We got down there in that same spot. You know, we were down there once before with Lori Hines. She's a good friend and psychic. And but we got down there today and around the same place, David started feeling sick again.
Sick as a dog.
Really?
And yeah, it's weird. And then I'm trying my hardest to feel this stuff. And I think I actually felt it. I mean, not the sickness, but I felt a pain in the muscle in my arm. And I don't want to dismiss it as just pain, but it went away when we left. So I don't know.
That's
It
weird.
could be. I
That's
thought I might
bizarre.
have been having a heart attack, but
I noticed something that this is my third time going there. And I noticed something this time that I guess I've really not took the time to sit there and think about, because when it hits me, it's in the stomach and I just feel just like I'm wanting to throw up.
Right.
And, but today I realized that something else is going on too. My head, you know what it's like when you get, just fuzzy headed and you can't think, it's just everything goes blank
All the
and
time.
you're fuzzy.
All the time.
I was like that today.
Really?
I was like, holy smokes, man. My head's just fuzzy.
So when you got out of there, were you better?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, the
Someone was trying to
sickness-
drain you and get your
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah. The sickness, we was almost to the interstate, and that's a few miles away
Oh.
before the sickness finally left.
Wow.
But I got a stabbing pain in my eye this time around that I've never had before. I've had one in my back, one in my arm. Now I've had one in my eye now.
So do you think that is maybe a spirit trying to show you how they died? Or
That's what I feel.
Mhm.
I don't know, but that's what I feel. I really do. I feel like it's, feel this.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is what I felt like before I died.
Mhm.
I don't know. It's a heavy place. It really is. It's a really heavy place.
Yeah. Sounds like it. Sounds like it.
Well,
But I would love to be able to go there and actually do an investigation, though.
yeah.
Mhm.
When we went with Lori Hines, we was at the spot where David got sick, and you have to cross this little bridge, and there's a plaque there that tell. I probably told you this before, but David was off in the field with Lori, and me and my daughter was walking up to that plaque, and we heard these horses neighing. I heard them. Then I asked her if she heard a horse, and she said yes. And we got up to the plaque and read it, and it was it said so many men had died right here, and so many horses. It was kind of wild. Yeah,
Wow.
it was wild.
That's interesting. And you hear all these stories about Gettysburg and other battlefields and stuff. I would love to get a battlefield somewhere. I know there's Shiloh here in Tennessee, I think it is.
Yeah.
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 All around here. And I know there's quite a few in Missouri as well. So
Well,
that would be
next
pretty awesome.
time you come down, for the Bigfoot Festival,
Mhm.
where we live at, we're literally just over an hour away from that battlefield.
Yeah.
Really?
It's the second bloodiest battle in the Civil War
Yeah, it
besides
was
Gettysburg.
just
Besides
behind
Gettysburg.
Gettysburg.
Yeah. You're talking about Shiloh, right?
No,
No,
Chickamauga.
Oh,
Chickamauga.
Chickamauga. Okay.
Yep, Chickamauga battlefield.
When I was in Cub Scouts or Weeblos or something, we went to Shiloh and hiked like 20 miles. I hear that echo again.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That's weird.
That is weird.
Yeah. Anyway, we hiked there, and obviously I wasn't into the paranormal at the time, but it was still pretty cool seeing all that historical stuff and old cannons and stuff, and just being connected to the land that so much death and destruction was on.
Yep.
It was just incredible. I really love to go back with meters and equipment and stuff and have a good old time and see what happens there.
We've got a lot of equipment.
Yeah. What do you guys feel about investigating cemeteries?
We love them.
We like it. We've done it several times.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Now, I can see the divide though, because a cemetery is a place where a body was laid. It died somewhere else. So why would there be spirit activity in a place that nothing bad actually happened at?
Right.
It's supposed to be sacred ground.
Right.
But I think that sometimes people can get tied to this physical form too,
Mm-hmm.
and almost follow that physical form around.
Mm-hmm.
That's what ties them here.
And I don't think it would be the people who are laid to rest in these cemeteries that are haunting them. It would be the people, the people with all the emotions that go to these places, and not
Yes.
necessarily the deceased that
Yeah.
are in there.
Yeah.
I had a friend of mine. We were talking about doing like a joint show where in 3 different locations, like 3 different states, basically, we would set up in a graveyard and do a show from there. And really the only graveyard that I'm close to is Jefferson Barracks. And somebody said that they could possibly get me in there. And then I'm thinking, oh, that would be so cool to do that. But then I'm thinking, do I really want to go in a military graveyard? I mean, I'd stay on the streets. I don't think I would go onto the graves or anything. But I would probably stick on the streets and stuff that are in there. But still, I mean, that would be kind of cool. See what would happen if you get 3 or multiple locations and see if anything connects.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah. So that's a possibility sometime. Once it gets a little warmer, I'm not sitting out in sub freezing temperature.
This next week's supposed to be nice.
Yeah.
We're supposed to get into the 50s and lower 60s. So
Finally.
I think graveyards are pretty cool. I think a graveyard is a spot that is weak, or the veil is thin, right there in that graveyard. I think it's just it's weird.
Well, I mean, we've had some crazy stuff happen. I think when we was on your show, I think we told the story, but we went to a graveyard at the Clemmer Cemetery, and it's got some pretty old stuff that happened there, or some pretty old graves and stuff there. And it's not too far away from Coochie Booger, where we had done some investigations and stuff. And we were there investigating. And what was neat is that on the camera, while Jason was filming, you could see these lights lighting up around a grave, but you'd look and they weren't there. You'd look back at the viewfinder, they were there. They weren't there when you'd look with your eyes.
Wow.
And then all of a sudden Amy says, Hoochie Booger.
The hoochie booger.
The Coogee booger is what we call it. We call it the Coogee booger.
That's what we
Coogee.
call it, but actually
Coogee.
I heard what Amy wrote. That's
Yeah.
I'm like,
the
huh?
name
Coogee booger.
the name actually is supposed to be
Coochie booger.
Coochie booger.
That's what everybody around here calls it. Is
That's better.
Coochie booger. Yeah. We started calling it the Coogee booger because we didn't want it to sound like a venereal disease or something.
Right.
You know, like, oh, no, we definitely don't want to go there. You're going to catch the Coogee booger. You're going to catch that Coochie booger.
Oh, you should hear everything that's going on in my head right now. Oh man.
So yes, we tried to change the name of it because it just sounds a little bit better.
Anyway,
but all of our stuff started going dead quick. Jason caught some red eyes at the back of the cemetery in the tree line.
ooh.
And then Jason was running to the truck.
Yeah, when my flashlight quit, I said, David, I'm out of here.
I was like, we just got here, man. We don't was only there 15 minutes.
Well, when the camera's dead, the flashlight goes dead, I'm sitting there in total darkness, I'm out of there.
And you see red eyes in the forest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's the last thing I seen when I told him I'm getting out of here.
That was the last thing that was on that camera, and then it went completely dead. Boom.
How far was it from you guys?
30 yards.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I mean, yeah, I think I would be, especially if everything went dead. I mean, you'd be next, so I mean, get the hell out of there.
I was still walking back there going, no, Jason, come on.
He was all the
I was
way back
way
in the back, and I was up here next to the front of the cemetery next to the truck. And I guess when I panned over and seen that red thing, camera just quit, flashlight quit, everything quit. And I said, David, I'm going
So
to the truck.
the interesting question is, as you guys got out of there and far enough away, did the power come back on? Did the batteries come back to life? Or did it
Actually,
completely drain
we
everything?
used that same camera when we got back to the studio to watch what we was doing.
Oh, did
Yeah.
I don't remember him.
Wow.
We sure did.
Wow.
Without charging it on the way back home. Because we always throw that stuff in the back seat.
But that just fascinates me that something can drain batteries like that wherever you're at, and then you get out of the situation, and then boom, it's fine.
Andrew says it doesn't sound good to be alone in the dark with the hoochie mama. Oh man.
Yeah, you might catch the coochie booger.
You can take something over the counter for that.
they may have something for that. I don't know.
I would tell you a story back in 1989, but I ain't going to tell it.
Hoochie mama
Why
support.
is it that every time I'm around, the conversation just goes crazy? Is it me?
Oh, that's funny.
Anyway.
Oh, but yeah, no, I think we've actually been in a couple cemeteries and had some pretty good investigations.
Yeah.
We've been to a couple. There's a place right here that was an battlement where they put guns and cannons and stuff during the Civil War, because coming south here in Loudon, Tennessee, was the only train bridge that was going that you could go south with.
North to south, yeah.
Yep. So it came from, Chattanooga and all the way down from that way, all the way up and through and into Knoxville and stuff like that. And so, they were on both sides of the bridge trying to keep that from falling into enemy hands. And then when they came in, the Confederates blew the bridge, just completely blew it up.
Wow.
And then they retreated back. And so we've done some investigations and got some pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah.
There was a guy came through the spirit portal one night and was talking to us. It was Captain something another. I forgot what it was, but I mean, it's pretty interesting.
Really?
Even the train that was on the track when it blew is in the water.
Really?
The locomotive.
Yeah.
That that's one thing that I haven't really had outside of going to Ray County with Jilly. I haven't really had conversations with spirits yet on through EVP or anything like that. But that would be so cool. That would be. I got a new piece of equipment here.
Do you?
Somebody made this for me.
We like tech. Oh yes.
Yes. I forgot what the guy's name is. I
The
think he's
Rim
from Minnesota Association of Paranormal Enthusiasts or something like that. I think it's MAPS. But he made this for me. And it, I haven't taken it out on investigations yet, but it, works good for me.
Yeah.
So I always turn it on. Yeah, I always turn it on and I leave it back here for the show.
That's right. You get some activity in that room during your show too.
So, I forgot I have a green screen on. This blonde doll right here. One of the last shows that I had on, somebody said that they saw her move a little bit.
Wow.
I went back and I couldn't tell if it did or not. So I saged the house just in case.
You opened up windows and doors when you saged, right?
Oh yeah. Okay. It's freezing in here. But yeah, that's normally a green alien. I have a green screen on for the morning show, and that's a green alien. So it's coming through as a sunset or sunrise.
Oh, gotcha.
But yeah, we've had weird things, and actually, I always have cat balls here, and I don't have it on this time, but I always turn them on. I have a EMF detector here, and only twice has the cat ball gone off, and it was really kind of weird. And actually, funny thing, I had Brent from Paranormal Portal on the show, and then this was on a Saturday. I had him on my show, and then I went on his show right afterwards. The cat ball went off twice on my show, and then during his show, it went off again. And his went off in his studio as well. So somehow something is connected there.
That's interesting.
So, yeah.
Maybe space and time doesn't matter to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe they're outside of it.
Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, we've had crazy things going on here. I mean, people have said they've seen things behind me and stuff. So,
well, I was listening to that one show where you had that one guy on. I forgot what his name was, but on that 47 minutes and whatever seconds, you hear that woman laugh.
Oh yeah,
that heard it loud and clear. I rewound it and listened to it like 4 times.
Who was that? I can't remember. Who that was. But yeah, I've had that. I've had a few other weird things. The camera moved. It was his camera. It was John Fike from Mist Monsters and Mist Monsters and Mullets. You guys need to have him on. He's a cool dude. I think he's out in Ohio. He's got a really crazy story that he shared with me. Really freaky. But his camera moved during the show, and I mean, it's attached. I think it's attached to his monitor, like mine is here, and you can it kind of moves there a little bit, but I mean, he wasn't pounding the desk or anything, but it shook, and it was weird.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Did I tell you guys about my God's Helmet experience?
No, I think we've heard Natalie's, but no, I don't think we've heard yours.
Okay. Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
Oh, sure.
Absolutely.
That's something I want to try.
I was kind of on the fence with trying it, and because I can't really, I haven't really seen much yet. I don't know if it would work for me or not. And I just didn't want to be the person that it has it on. I don't see anything. But yeah, it actually did happen, and we were in another situation where Brian Bowden, he's amazing as a remote viewer. What he does,
Yeah,
he
we
has
met
never
him.
been to Arcadia, Missouri. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jason. Did I talk over you?
No, I talked over you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I just said we met Brian down at the Banish premiere.
He is awesome. He is awesome. You need to get him on your show. He's fantastic. But we were on BMR's show. Krista and the girls were usually going his show late night on Saturday, and we were doing a live from there. Somebody by the name of Terry Mosby. Is that her last name? Yeah. She has this God's helmet that somebody made for her. And she was sitting. So this place used to be, I think, a Civil War hospital, the building that we were in. And she was sitting in a couch, on a couch. I was standing in front of her. To my left, there was a brick wall. To my right, there was like 2 or 3 steps that went down into a room. And then to the right of that was like a laundry room and stuff. So she has this God's helmet on, and I'm standing there with my phone filming her. And she's describing everything that's going on. She says that, down the steps on there, people keep coming up and kind of just watching what's going on. And keep in mind, these are, Civil War era spirits or whatever. And, they don't know what's going on. And then she said that there's like 2 or 3 behind me just kind of looking at my phone like, what is that? Oh my God. Kind of just really blows their mind, I guess. So we did that, and she finished, and Brian, I mean, not Brian, BMR basically joked, "Hey, Paul, you should put it on next." And I'm like, "Well, okay, I guess." I was kind of hesitant on it, but all right, I'll do it. I'll be the guinea pig or whatever. So we stop, and then Brian is all of a sudden describing this place that you guys need to go in this room. It's you go through the door where the white awning is, and I'm like, how in the world? I'm here and I don't know where there's a door that has a white awning. So we're walking out. Sure enough, there was a door with a white awning in it, and there's a priest room right in there. And to set this up a little bit, there was probably like a 10-foot long table or something like that, and there's entrances on both sides of me. Kind of in the corner, 2, I want to say like 7-foot tall doors with the windows on top of them. I guess the fire windows or whatever. And there was 2 other people in the room with me, Terry and somebody else, Joelle, I think was her name, and they're filming me. So I haven't put the helmet on yet, and Brian's like, "Okay, Paul, take a deep breath. Something absolutely amazing is going to happen right here." I'm like, "Okay." Knowing him, he knows this stuff, so I trust the guy. So I'm like, okay, something's gonna really happen here. So I put it on, and all I see, it's for those of you who don't know what a God's helmet is. It has the lights that go around your forehead, and it kind of, I don't want to say relaxes you, but puts you in a different state. Kind of opens up your third eye or something like that. I don't know, but it helps you see things. And so I'm in this thing, and I have my eyes closed, and all I see is the white static, the white noise from like TV sets and stuff. I see that. I can't see anything else, but I know Terry and Joelle are sitting right next to me, off to my right here. But I could sense there's somebody at the other end of the table, and Brian's on the show at this point. He was in chat before, but now he's on the show, and he keeps asking me, "Do you see somebody there? There's somebody else in this room with you?" And I'm like, "I sense somebody, but I can't tell who it is. But it feels like a family member of mine." And then I feel somebody behind me, and I know there's nobody. I know nobody else is coming in the room because they know we're filming in there, and they don't bug us. So I know there's somebody behind me, and the girls are still sitting there. And he says, yes, there's somebody that looks like a father figure behind you. So that was my dad. And then come to find out, he described the person that was sitting at the other end of the table as my grandfather, just smiling like crazy. He kept saying that we had a lot of other family members were in the room with me, but they didn't want to come out. They're protecting all the evil spirits from coming in and stuff. Like, okay, that sounds pretty accurate. That, you know, that's what we were a tight family and stuff, so that's pretty accurate what they would do for me. So he did say, there's something else in the room with you. And I'm like, okay. So I'm kind of, I have my eyes half open and stuff. And to my right, the door to my right, I could see a gray alien head up by the window. I mean, it looked just like the shape, the big eyes. It looked just like that sitting up in the window. And I'm like, my God, that was just an unbelievable experience. I had to, you know, take a few minutes to recover from that. But, you know, would I do it again? I don't know. I kind of like having that experience being my one and only experience. And I've heard things go terribly wrong with others. Natalie had a weird experience. Greg, one time we were at Ray County one time with him, and he saw an alien there. So, you know, I don't know if I want to ever try that again, but man, that was just an incredible experience. And yeah, I don't know if I'll do that again, but it was pretty cool. It was pretty awesome. Just the feeling that you know when your loved ones are around.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's exactly what I felt. I just felt real comfortable and real safe at that time.
Right.
So that was just pretty cool.
Now,
I definitely want to try that.
oh, I would do it. I mean, for sure.
I
Because
would recommend doing it. Just, you could only be under for so long,
right.
and you know it might
I
not.
also
be a
heard
great
that also
experience.
that time when you're under seems like it's really short, even though you've done the full time.
I think that's what Natalie experienced. I don't
Yeah.
remember, how much time, how long it was for me. It didn't really feel like it was short or whatever, but
Right.
she felt like it was just like 5 minutes
Yeah.
or something, and it was crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. Have you do you periodically think back on it and just try to roll over and through your head about what it was that you experienced during that and
All the time.
just try to see if you could pick like
Yeah. I mean
is
that's
there
one of those
deeper
things.
meanings to it?
I mean that's one of those things that you never forget what it was like in that moment.
Right.
I mean, it feels like it was just yesterday. About to put the helmet on, and and seeing the white noise all around me, and then just have this feeling of just I'm safe.
Right.
It just felt completely different than when I was walking into the room,
Right.
and it's just I remember seeing exactly everything that I saw. I remember seeing the alien. I remember kind of looking around, and it was just it was a white noise, but at times it wasn't. It wasn't all I saw. I mean, I could kind of see the room and stuff,
Mhm.
but it was mostly the white noise and stuff. But it was just one of those things that I'm never. I forget a lot, and people know that. But that's one of those things that I don't think I'm gonna forget anytime.
So have you put anything to why you saw the alien and what that was about?
Nope. I
Um,
can't figure that out. I mean, uh, unless it opened up a realm that they're in, and they were keeping tabs on me, or I really haven't pieced that one together. So I don't know.
right. The only reason I ask is because I've done mushrooms,
Hmm.
um, and but it wasn't It wasn't for recreational. It was for medicinal, right? That's the way the Native Americans believe it's
Right.
medicinal.
You wanted to talk to Mother Earth.
No, I did talk to Mother Earth.
Yeah.
I saw the Earth breathing, and she gave me a message, and it was interesting. The message was interesting because, I've never been one of these hippie kind of people. I've always just been just straight to the point. It's either it is what it is, and that's all it is. And I don't mean about. I mean about life. Life
Right.
is what it is. We make it, and we just got to live with it. But when I was in that state, and you've got to release yourself from it, because we try to keep control as humans, right? So, you're out drinking with friends and you're drinking beers, and then you feel that drunk get on you, but then you try to act sober and you try to sober yourself up, right? We try to fight the feelings that this medicine is giving us. When you finally release that and you let it go, you don't fight it anymore. You just let it go. The weirdness of it rolls off of you. The part of it that makes you feel like you're going to throw up. Oh, Mike Gigliano is on here. So
Right, Mike.
brought me on their show. Well, Mike, you absolutely can be on the show anytime you want to, buddy. But when I finally released to it, I walked outside. Like I said, my property boots up against another 400 acres of nothing but woods. And so, we're out here by ourselves. And what was weird is that I could start seeing the earth breathing.
Really?
She's alive, and it may seem weird, but then she started talking to me, and she started telling me how we've grown distant from her, and that's why we're in the state that we are in today, is because we are not one with the earth anymore. And I know this sounds like a hippie thing, and this has been years ago, and that's why I ask you the questions of, do you still roll it over in your head? Because I have times where I just think about it, right? And I'm like, how can I explain this stuff without sounding like a pothead or something,
Right. Exactly.
And so, she was telling me all these things, but the one thing that she told me again and again and again during this, and this is an 8-hour event. Okay. When you do this, you buckle your shoes because it lasts 8 hours. Time and time again, she says, just breathe. Breathe. And I've thought about this a lot over the years. And I don't think she was saying, hey, stupid, just breathe, right? I really think that it was something deeper. We tend to walk through life in this state of automation. And we just let everything do whatever it's going to do on its own, right? Because our body will breathe for us, and it does these functions for us. But I think that it was saying, you need to breathe. Get out of this state in your head where you just are in automatic mode and breathe. And it's been something that I've for years have been mulling over and thinking about, trying to figure it out.
I think doing that would definitely, like you said, connect us to the earth, but then connect us to what else is going on out there. I mean,
Yes.
will connect us to the paranormal and
Yes.
any other spirits that are around, and
Yes.
Bigfoot, the cryptids that are floating around out there.
Yep.
I think that's a huge thing too.
Yep.
And a lot of people doing this might be too afraid to just, go out there and just sit there and relax and not be one with everything. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't, to me, it doesn't sound like a hippie thing at all. It just, it just makes perfect sense,
Yeah.
to,
Yeah. It was profound.
yeah, yeah. And, that's one of the things that I always try and do too, before I go to these things, that, I say my prayers, I have my protection and stuff, but then I'm like, okay, just relax, don't get, freaked out about every little thing that happens. Just
Yes.
relax and let things happen.
Yes.
Stuff like that. And things will happen for you.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. A lot of times we ball things up and we're just this ball of emotions walking around.
Yeah.
Because of what happened today at work or just, on the ride there and just all these things. And we don't know how to release this stuff from our
Yeah.
system,
Yeah.
and we need to learn more how to release these things so then we can be in the now, and that's because that's all we have. We have this second right here. The past 2 seconds ago is gone. And you can't live for the future. You can live for the future, but you can't live in the future because you're not living now.
Right.
You're putting today off for tomorrow.
Right.
And so, a lot more people need to learn and understand that this is what we need to live for, is this 1 second.
You didn't know David was a Zen master, do you?
I love those sound effects. I need to get one of those.
Here's my favorite one right here. You ready? This is my favorite one.
That's on your on a soundboard, isn't it?
Yeah, that's on our Rodecaster Pro soundboard.
Yep. Yeah.
You've just attained it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jilly, you need to get Jilly on your show too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Is she in the chat?
Yeah, I love your
Info
weirdness.
at paranormal411.org. Email us, please.
Oh yeah.
I'll hook you guys up. She the
Thank you.
best. She the best. So, and it's funny. Starting this, I never. I've always kind of believed in the paranormal and stuff, and I've always kind of knew that there was. Obviously, I haven't ever seen a Bigfoot or anything, but I saw the Patty films and stuff, but I never thought that I would be at this point where I'm going to these locations, because I always hated going when I was a kid. I always hated going in the basement, and going into these locations and stuff, and and going into the woods eventually here soon, I guess. It's just I never thought that I would get this far with this, and meeting so many incredible people, you guys included for sure, and it's just been an incredible journey, really. And
Yes.
to collaborate with you guys, we need to get out in the LBL sometimes. That's
Yes.
pretty much in between both of us. And stuff like that. And it's just been an incredible journey, meeting you guys, meeting people in chat too, and everything. And it's just been fun,
And
I just don't get why people are so petty with things and just, don't want to share, you're wrong. No, I'm right. You're wrong. We're all looking for the same thing, just
yes.
take everything.
Yes. No, that's awesome, because we feel the same way. It's for the longest time, since Jason and I started with our first show in 2012, you know, when we first started doing this, we've done it because we've loved the subjects and loved talking about it, but loved the interaction. And it's funny though, because you run into certain people, and I won't name names, but you run into certain people that come in and try to start taking over things and then get mad when you kick them out of something that was never theirs in the first place. And, you know, we had it happen so many times to us that Jason and I just started saying, well, you know what? We're just going to stay in our own little box.
Yeah.
And we're going to continue to do what we want to do. But then, you know, last year when we got to meet every one of you guys there at the Bigfoot Festival in Townsend, and you know, y'all invited us to go out to eat with y'all and everything, and thanks, that was a blast. But you know, we actually got to meet people that were like-minded, that didn't mind sharing and talking about things and interacting with each other and all that stuff, because I think that that's rare, and I don't know why, but I think it's rare. I think too many people that's mine, you know, and don't want to release it.
Yeah, exactly. And what I don't like is the bickering that people will, you know, you didn't see that. No, you didn't. This didn't happen to you. I mean, how
I've
the
lived
hell do
around
you
here
know?
40
You know?
years.
Yeah. I mean, how
40
the hell
years.
do
I
you
ain't
guys
seen
know?
nothing.
Yeah.
We have that. We have one of the posts that we did before we went live to the Coogee Booger. Before we went live,
I'd
Jason
like to
filmed
see
me,
a
and
diagram of what this thing looked like.
yes, it's a Bigfoot. Everybody, it's a
It's
big.
real hairy.
Yeah, very hairy. I don't have any 80s 80s music or nothing on here, but
Man.
but you know, it's a really hairy Coogee Booger that runs wild here in East Tennessee. But you know, we'll sit there. Jason was filming me talk about it before we was going to do some of our investigation on it. And man, there was, I can't tell you how I've lived around here for 40 years and never seen such a thing. Y'all are liars. Y'all are lying. I'm like, what are you talking about? You think we just pulled all this out of our butt? I mean, you know, since I was in high school here, the Coogee Booger was this big thing, and to go over there and all that was just this big thing to do, you know?
Yeah.
So it's funny.
Yeah.
It's pretty. It's a neat place, and
It's interesting.
You'll feel it. You can feel it there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something's there.
Yeah. It is a neat place. Look at Daryl.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
It might have teeth.
It might bite.
The snapping Coochie Booger.
One more time.
I'd really like to see what AI would do with a title for that kind of show. Paranormal 411 explores the hairy Coochie Booger
In the backwoods of East Tennessee. Oh,
Coochie Boogers in the backwoods.
No, you were talking about LBL earlier. We talked to Martin Groves down there at the Vanished premiere, and we got to call him when we get ready to go over there, and he's going to meet us over there.
Yes.
Really?
And take us through there.
Yep. He said he will personally meet us over there and take us around and talk to us and everything.
So maybe we can get together and just go over this spring or summer.
Hell yeah. Yeah. I mean, he is a phenomenal person. I mean, yeah. I've never met anybody who I never met this guy before until we went to, I shouldn't say this guy when I'm talking to him. I've never seen, sorry, Martin. Sorry, really. I've never met Martin before when we were in Townsend. And the way he talked to me is like you know, I'd known him forever.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just a genuinely nice man. Every story that I've heard about him from multiple people is just the same. He's genuine. He's just a super nice guy. There's not a mean bone on this guy. So
Yeah.
I keep
Yeah.
saying
When
his
we was leaving after the Vanished premiere and all that, and we went to eat. As we was leaving, he was standing in front of the doors, hugging everybody that walked out.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they weren't even part of our crowd, he was hugging everybody.
Yep.
He was in church.
Mhm.
Yep, that's just the kind of guy he is. I mean, that's incredible.
Has
This
he
world
ever-
needs a lot more of that.
Yeah. Yes.
Not
You're right.
necessarily the hugging part, but you know.
Yeah. Have you ever heard the story he's told about the portal? About
think
2 or 3
so.
people stepping in it.
No, I have not heard that one.
Yeah, he's got a great story. You remember that, right? Where 2 or 3 people stepped in it and they all have
Oh, yeah.
miraculously come up with some kind of disease, and
Well,
a
it
couple
was-
of them died.
All of them died. It's the same one that Greg talked about.
Yeah.
Because he knew these people too. And yep. So Martin asked me for his wallet. I didn't even know. I
He
stole
knew
it.
I I bet
Mike
he's
is a
living-
crazy
living
funny
large.
dude.
Yes, Mike is funny.
Yeah.
He was on the show a couple of times when we was there live, and man, he had me laughing one point where I thought I was going to pass out.
Mm-hmm. Next time you have him on, have him show you the picture. I don't know if you remember this. When we were in Townsend, he went into Krista and Brandy's room wearing an elephant outfit. You need to have him explain that or show you the picture for that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you never know what you're gonna get when he's around. He's incredible.
Was it just the pants? I mean,
I'm gonna let him do it. I'm not
He's like, I ain't touching that.
I can
literally
visualize
and
that.
figuratively.
Oh, that's funny.
So, if you guys would ever see a portal or have the opportunity to be around a portal, do you think that you guys would walk through it?
That would be hard.
I don't think our physical bodies can
Knowing
handle
what I've been told
Yeah.
from, listening to Greg and everything about these people getting cancer and stuff, I might not, but I don't know. I think the explorer part in me would be hard to fight off, because if I could see through this portal something that looks completely different, alien almost, right? Like different kinds of trees or foliage or even animals walking by or whatever it is. I would think that most people would want to go check it out.
Yeah.
Because I would. I'd be like, come on, Jason.
Not big on
The batteries
I'm
are
going
dead.
to the
Go away.
truck,
Go
David.
away.
I'm going to the truck. Go ahead.
Here,
I'm
take
driving
this
the truck.
rope. Take this rope so I can pull you back.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm the same way. I don't know if I would. And I didn't know about. Yeah, I did know about the cancer stuff. I don't think I would, but I would be very curious. If you could see, just the thought of a portal opening up in front of me. No, I wouldn't go through it. But if you could see what's on the other side of it,
Yes.
I would agree with you. I would have a really hard time saying no to walking through there. But I don't think I would. I say that now, but I'm too chicken. I wouldn't. No.
I'd definitely at least be filming it.
Yeah,
You know?
definitely. Yeah, 100%. I'd have something recording it.
Yeah, I'd be like, regular woods, weird. back
Yeah.
to regular. Look.
Yeah.
We could send a Malp in it.
A what?
A Malp.
A mouse?
A Malp.
I don't know what that is.
That's a Malp.
Stargate SG-1.
Oh, gotcha. Yes,
Where they send
the
the-
little track thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I think I would try throwing things through it though,
Oh,
just to see what would happen.
you know, what if you could like have those air tags or something like that and throw one through it? Just to see if you could
Yeah.
still get readings from it, you know?
Yeah,
That would be interesting.
that would be. I also thought, shooting a gun through it, but I don't think I would. That might cause something too weird to happen after that.
Fly a drone through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, a drone.
Yeah. Greg mentioned that, trying to throw fly a drone through it. That would be interesting.
Jason's got a drone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just bought one too, and I'm having trouble getting the camera to work on it. So, and learning how to fly it too. So.
That one movie little thing of ours, what was it? The something
Haunting in
on
Philly.
in Philly.
Mm-hmm.
That drone footage of it coming down and stuff to the house.
Mm-hmm.
That's Jason.
Oh, cool.
Yep. So
They're neat to have. I mean,
Yeah.
I hadn't played with it in a while, but still have it.
I love those shots that, of buildings from overhead and just kind of flying over, really cool and stuff. I love those kind of shots.
yeah, that's what I guess you need is one of those smaller drones on you. So then if something like that was to happen, you could just pop it out real quick and fly it
Yeah.
through.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. Pretty interesting too.
Hey, don't
But
get
then,
an expensive one.
would you get it back?
That's-
That's another thing.
Definitely don't get an expensive one.
Yeah.
You send $6,000, $7,000 drone through there and it can't come back. You're gonna be mad.
Yeah. Pretty mad.
Hmm.
Well,
How did you lose your drone? Well,
Explain that one to the wife.
yeah. Well,
How do
me
you
tell
put
you.
how do you put that on an insurance claim? Well,
Yes.
I saw a portal opening up.
next thing you know, you are in now a padded cell.
Right.
You think you are who now? No.
But this is what we do.
What's it? That's funny.
it is. So what you got coming up? Anything?
March 6th and 7th. It's kind of up in the air. No, it's not. I'm supposed to go to Emmaus on March 6th with another group that I met. They're called the Ghost Sisters. They're out of someplace in Ohio. They do a lot of stuff around Ohio and that neck of the woods area there. They wanted to see new locations and stuff. So I'm taking them to Emmaus, and then the next day we're going to Ray County again. Are you guys familiar with Miguel Ramirez and Half Inch Wrench Crew? It's Miguel's with he does Sasquatch Theory on YouTube and Half Inch Wrench Crew. They're both here in Missouri. I think Half Inch Adam and Shelby live in Fredericktown, Missouri, which is about an hour and 15 minutes away from me. I'm gonna go down there. They have all kinds of stuff happening on their property. Both
I watched one of your episodes where you had them on. I think it was the last episode you had one of them on,
yeah,
and they've got
Adam's
a lot
house.
of crazy
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
happening.
Yeah, Adam's it's something with
In
the
his
property.
house?
I think is connected to this.
Yeah.
His both guys' houses have burnt down completely. All kinds of paranormal activity, stuff in the woods. The first time I had them on, they were outside doing the show, and weird things were happening behind them in the woods. They kept hearing weird things. So we're gonna go down there and spend some time down there. Bryce Edwards, he was in the chat here a little while ago. I don't know if he's still on, but he invited me down. He lives in Carbondale, Illinois, which is about 2 hours from me. He's got a family farm out there. So I'll be going down there for a night investigation too. So I'll be getting out into the woods here pretty soon, and then we need to make some time to go to the LBL. So
Yes.
yeah, so definitely going to be doing all that stuff, and we have Emmaus is close, so I go out there a lot and stuff. So, but I want to get to more locations too.
Yeah. Well, if, you come when you come down this year for the Bigfoot Festival, maybe we could take you to the Coogee Booger.
Oh, I get to see a Coogee book.
Yes. And all its furry madness. No. Uh, we'll take you to the spring house. That's where we did our last investigation. There's supposedly a little girl that died right there at that spring house, drowned or something. And so that's what we were there for. Then we were getting, rocks thrown at us and all kinds of stuff. So
Yeah. I also I work the place that I work at is supposedly haunted.
oh,
We have a cleaning guy that comes every night except Saturday. So I think I'm going to try and get in there like some Saturday night. And the old cleaning guy said that we have like walk-in coolers and stuff. And the door, no one else was in the building, but the walk-in cooler door would just open and nobody would be there. And I know one person, their daughter would come in the store and go down in the basement and play with a Ouija board down there. And I know some stuff's down there for sure. And actually
don't
before
think
this
she knew how to close out those portals, right?
I doubt if she did. Before this building was where I work, it was had a pool down there, and supposedly some kid drowned down there. So
Wow.
I'm gonna try and see what that's all about down there and everything. So I don't know I doubt if I'll go live because the reception down in the basement isn't too good. But I'm definitely gonna record stuff there and maybe get something on the show. So that'd be kind of cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's the kind of stuff I like to. I really like to see because, that's history at the same time.
Right. Exactly.
So
exactly.
we got shut down here in our little town for trying to do something like that. So,
And I get it too with like businesses and homes and stuff that people don't want that advertised that the one place we were at, it was a wedding venue, and I don't want to say the name of it, but it was haunted, but they don't want to advertise it as a haunted wedding venue. And I get that, but damn, that would be pretty cool to have a haunted wedding reception.
yes, we've been to a few places that will let us go there and, do what we do for as long as we want to do. I mean, we'd be there all night if we wanted to.
Yeah.
But they just don't want no one told about it.
Yeah. And I completely understand that. And, I have no problem not saying the name of the place or what. So, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, if they tell us straight out, hey, look, you can do that, but you can't talk about your investigation, or at least where the investigation was. If you talk about your investigation, we're completely fine with that.
Yeah.
Our problem with why we got shut down this last time was that it was a business. The people that owned the business and everything was all for it, but then some other the people who actually owned the building was like, got told by some other people here in town, but what if they start bringing up people's dead loved ones and how are people going to react to that? And so because there's a funeral home like 500 feet away, and or used to be a funeral home, and so we got shut down.
Yeah.
We got told we couldn't do it.
Yeah. There was a place not far from here that I was doing a job at, and I found out that it was a church, and I found out that it was like from the 1800s, I think, and it was haunted.
Wow.
And I asked the guy, I'm just asking. I told him what I do and everything, And oh, let me talk to the committee about this or whatever, and then they came back, no, we don't want you to do it. So like, crap. All right, that's fine.
Right.
But that would have been a good one, I think.
Yeah, it's like some people are just gatekeeping on some of these things.
Yeah, exactly.
Why?
Yeah.
I mean, why? Don't make any sense to me.
Nope.
One day we're going to have a station wagon with Ghostbusters wrote on the side of it with flashing lights and ride it through town.
We might get in trouble for that. I think that's copyrighted.
That would be cool, though.
Coochie Busters.
Coochie Busters. We might get called at the truck stops to get things out of there.
Yeah, that could attract a whole different clientele for you than you want. Might not be the best idea.
Yeah.
Funny as hell, but
oh yeah, it's like the other day I was driving through Knoxville and there was a guy in a pickup truck, and I guess they do plumbing. And the decal on his door, so the dude sitting there driving, right? The decal on the door is of a man's body sitting on a toilet. And then he's sitting there driving down the road. I'm like, man, that's just crazy.
Hey, it makes you remember what he did.
Yeah. That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
So before we go tonight, that's getting close to that 2-hour mark. But have you ever had anything in the whole time that you've been doing this and stuff that made you go, holy smokes, like scary, or just, it was so surreal, you was just like, man?
I mean, the being scratched, I think was a big thing.
That'll do it.
I mean, holy crap! I mean, this something can actually do that. Like,
yes.
Wow. I think that would be something that happened in a location that really got me an oh wow moment. But then something happening here too happened and kind of got me like, oh crap! I brought something here with me, or something is happening here. So I think I've had 2 really weird things happen. So yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Now, I have a little bit of a theory on the scratching part, and it's because I've been scratched before,
Mm-hmm.
but I think sometimes there's a disconnect when you're doing your investigation, because you're trying to talk to this thing, and if it doesn't feel like you're listening or answering, I think a lot of times that is frustration.
Mm-hmm.
And then them just scratching you out of frustration, like, hey, listen to me. Hey, I'm here.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's anything evil.
No, I mean, that's exactly what I took from it. I mean, he was getting pissed that, we wouldn't leave. And I kept saying, no, I want to see you close this. No, you got to leave. No, I want to see you close this. And I'm certain that it was the spirit saying, you know what? I'm in charge here. You listen to what I say and do, and then you'll go on your way. And that's exactly what we did. I saw the scratch. I felt it. I felt the cool breeze go by me. I looked down. There was a scratch. I'm like, you know what? I think we should leave. So and that's exactly what we did. I mean, almost word for word. We all looked at each other like, okay, time to go. So and if it wasn't anything demonic or really bad or anything, it was just their way of saying that, look, you're in our place. You disrespected it. Go on your way.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. I think little Patty is, trying to get your attention too. I think that's another reason that they'll do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
What about pushing you down a flight of steps?
Well, I think that's not just attention.
Yeah.
That's I told you 30 times to get out of here. Now I'm going to get you out of here.
Yeah, exactly. I hope that never happens to me. I hope that never happens. So
we have a house here in Loudon that when my mom was in hospice many years ago, Her nurse was stationed out of there. That's where the hospice nurses were stationed. And she found out that we were doing a show and we like paranormal. She's like, hey, I've got a story for you then. Where we're stationed at, none of the girls like being there at nighttime. And I'm like, okay, why not? Because I guess they had something upstairs that they had to go do. It's a 2-story home. And they was upstairs and then they would come down, and almost every time, and it only happened to females though, they would feel hands on their back and like something was trying to push them down the stairs. And what's funny is that after I was told that, over the years, I've watched this house, and I am not kidding, about every 2 years that house gets sold. Sold. Yeah. And, but we got to talk the last time we were out here in Loudon. They had a thing for Halloween. The lady that bought it, that lives in there now, says that she's never had a bit of problems out of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's like the guy that lives in the Exorcist house here in St. Louis. We all know the story of that. And the guy that lives there now, I think he's an atheist, and he says nothing ever happens there. So,
Interesting. That is interesting. I think sometimes we bring our own things in.
Could be.
I think so. I think a lot of these, no, not all of them. I mean, there is just regular spirits out there, but I think that a lot of these things that try to attach or follow you or do these kinds of things, I think that they are no different than a tick on a dog. No, right. They're just there to get something from you, and it's those emotional things, you know, that fear, that anger, that whatever.
Yeah.
And so if you're a really bad road rager and you were road raging and they were there, they're like, yep, this is a feeling I like, so I'm going to attach to this person right here.
Yep.
And they're going to come home with you.
Exactly.
Make you road rage all the time.
Yep.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Well, I think we've reached the end of our show. You want to tell everybody? Well, they probably all know where to find you, but
Paranormal Among Us over on YouTube, Tuesday and Wednesday nights live, and then Friday mornings I started the morning mix. It's hopefully it's going to keep growing, so we'll see where it goes. So it's fun. It's one of those things I've always kind of wanted to be a morning show DJ and stuff since I was in high school and stuff. So then I had to get out of it and stuff. But this is kind of my attempt to get back into it. So it's going to be fun.
Well, the way it starts up and the way everything goes, I mean, it reminds you of a morning show.
Yeah.
Every bit of it.
Yeah. So that's the way I wanted it, and we'll see where it goes. So, but the important thing, I just want to have fun with it. It's something different than paranormal, and not that I don't like paranormal, I love it. But I want to do something different too. So
another buddy of mine and I, for years, I mean, 4 or 5 years ago, started talking about doing what did we call it? The morning coffee or morning something show. And we was just going to BS. That's all we was going to do. Just BS, BS with each other and anybody else that came on. That was it.
Yeah. That's what I think. I love that kind of stuff. So I'd be in on it.
Yeah. Well, look at there.
I'm not a morning person.
I'm a morning person.
Yeah.
My wife's like, give me 30 more minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
I wake up and I'm like, blah, 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 blah. She's like, stop.
Just shut up.
No,
already.
get in the living room. Leave me alone.
Yep.
Enough of you already. And you just woke up.
Then he goes, puts his Thrive patch on, takes his pills, and he's 10 times worse.
Yep. Hey, that's my wife's fault. I used to just drink a huge amount of coffee every morning before I went to work. Right, I get up at 5, but I don't have to be at work till 8, and I just literally live 3 miles away from work. And so I would drink a whole carafe of coffee in the morning. Usually I'm sitting there watching, like your show if I've missed it or things like that. That's what I'm doing. And so it's just my morning to just kind of wake up and get ready. And and so now she's got me on this Thrive, which it works good. I mean, I haven't drank a single cup of coffee. But it's like minerals and vitamins and all kinds of other stuff. And so it's actually healthy stuff.
I'll say it's probably better for you than coffee.
Yes. Yeah. But it's also got natural caffeine in it. So then you don't need the coffee.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And so I put that on, I take the pills, and then I drink the shake in the morning, and then I'm just all day long at work. People are like, "What's wrong with you, David?" And I'm like, "Nothing." What do you mean what's wrong with me? You should be like this too.
Nothing. I feel my hair growing.
Yeah, that's right. I'm like a beaver. My teeth are growing too. Oh, I'm watching paint dry now. Oh, it's funny.
Man. Yep.
Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey,
And we really enjoyed the show.
Anytime. Yes, it was a blast, and I need to get you guys scheduled over on my show again. So,
when you do, we'll get together a bunch of the stuff that we've captured over the years, and we'll send it to you or however you want to do it. And
yeah, cool.
So then you'll have it, and then we could talk about a bunch of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
because we've got a lot.
Okay.
We had one investigation that we was able to do just off of 30 minutes of that investigation, able to do a 2-hour show on.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. You get something from that 30 minutes, and then you can go on an investigation and not get anything.
Yes.
But yeah, that's incredible.
Yes.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Some pretty amazing stuff. So yeah. Whenever we'll send it to you ahead of time, and then that way you could actually go over it and stuff. So then, when we're talking about it, it won't be the first time you hear it either.
Yeah. I like being surprised though. I like getting my natural reaction. So
yeah, okay,
chances are I probably wouldn't watch it until it was on the show. So
okay, well then we could hold off too. So either way,
yeah.
All right, brother.
We appreciate it, man.
Hey, I appreciate you guys anytime. I love it.
Yeah.
We have fun.
Yes.
That's what it is all about anyway. It's
That's
having
what
fun.
it's all about.
Yay.
Sorry.
It was a great show. See, everybody's clapping for us.
Yes,
Great show. There's a little bit of that in there. All right. Well, remember, everybody, you can find us at paranormal411.org, paranormal411 on Facebook, YouTube, X, and Rumble. You can tune in live every Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Also Saturdays from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We're also on Subspace Radio and all major podcast platforms. We do have a few books out. East Tennessee Hauntings and Lore Edition 2, A Comprehensive Guide to Paranormal Investigations, and The Haunted Ledger. Now, these are all available on Amazon, or you can go to paranormal411.org. Join us. Join us.
Mm-hmm. We'll see y'all next time.
Have a good night.
Have you ever wondered what lurks in the shadows? What secrets the night hides? What strange phenomena might be happening just beyond your perception? Join us as we journey into the world of the paranormal, exploring everything from ghosts and UFOs to cryptids and unexplained occurrences. From haunted houses to all things paranormal, join us in the search for the truth behind the veil. Welcome to Paranormal 411.